Hey there, Becca here from Inside the Square. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how you can create an image block that has 2 buttons instead of the standard 1 button. We're going to do this using just a little bit of custom CSS, and as always, the codes I'm about to share are listed in the description below, but let's hop on into my demo site so I can show you how to set this up. Alrighty, so here we are in my demo site, and I wanted to mention this will work for any type of image block, but we are going to isolate by specific type as well. Really quickly here, let's hop into edit mode and I'll show you how we've set this up. What I've done is I've created an active link inside the caption text and inside the subtitle text for these different images. You'll notice here, if I just highlight over the text, I'll get the text editor bar, and I can click on this icon to add a link inside that subtitle text. So I've just entered a subtitle and added a link. This one I've got 3 links, so we'll see 3 buttons for this. You can put them on the same line if you want to, which is a layout that I like. But for this one right here, I'm going to go ahead and hit enter on my keyboard, and we'll have 3 different lines of links inside the description for this inline image or the caption. Okay? So again, this will work for any type of image, and I'll show you how to isolate them individually. But let's hop on over to our custom CSS panel to start adding the code. I'm going to navigate to design and then scroll all the way down to custom CSS at the bottom. And let's scroll down to see these images. This first code is in the description below, and check it out. As soon as I've added it, we now have this almost button appearance for every single active link associated with an image. How cool is that? So this is what the code says. It says, take an image and if there's an active link there, remove the underline, that's text decoration, none. Give it a pink background. Give it a bit of padding, I put 0.5 rem, and I gave it a border radius so it kind of curves in a little bit. Now I also want to add a hover effect so that these really work like buttons. I'm going to add a new line of code that says sqs-block-image hover. And now if I open up a curly bracket, let's go ahead and just change the background color on a hover. And check it out. Now it's going to look and act like a button. You can also do some fun stuff like maybe changing up the font color as well. I'll go ahead and do that. To make sure this color change is picked up by the browser, I'm adding exclamation point important. So now we'll see the text changes to white on red when I do that. And let's go ahead and give it a box shadow too. I'm going to say offset by 5px horizontally and vertically, give it a little bit of a spread, and let's just make it a nice light gray. And there we go. Now they're definitely responding like buttons. And again, notice that this one has them on different lines, but all of these other ones are next to each other because all I did was add a space in between them using the text editor. Okay? Now, how do we isolate just the collage image title, for example? Instead of saying sqs-block-image, we can call out the collage by using its own name. That is design, layout, collage, except I'll spell collage correctly. There we go. Now I'm going to add this to our hover effect as well, okay? There we go. So now just the links that are inside the subtitle for this collage image are going to get this button effect. No other hyperlinks on any other image are changed. We can also isolate overlap, for example. Instead of collage, I'll say overlap. And I'll add that down here as well. There we go. Now just the overlap is getting that hover effect and that button style. None of the other images have changed. If you want a complete list of all of the different types of code names or selectors for these images, you can grab a copy of a PDF that I made at insidethesquare.co/images. That'll have a list of all of these for you, but that's the basic design layout overlap or design layout card, design layout poster. You get the idea. Just select save when you're done and you'll be good to go. Alrighty, that's it for this tutorial. And again, the codes I just shared are listed in the description below, but be sure to get really creative, especially with that hover effect. I changed up the color and I added a box shadow, but you can do all kinds of cool stuff. Maybe give it a border or change the border radius, something unique to make it really stand out on a hover. Thanks again for watching this tutorial, and if you liked this, be sure to hit the like button below and subscribe to my channel to learn about all the cool things you can do with Squarespace. Thanks again for watching, and most importantly, have fun with your Squarespace website. Bye for now. If you liked this tutorial, you'll love my Squarespace CSS cheat sheet. I took all of my pro tips and custom codes specifically for Squarespace and put them into one gigantic PDF. Available now at insidethesquare.co/CSS. That's insidethesquare.co/CSS.